y'all. How you doing? I hope you're having a great day. Welcome. If you're new, I'm so happy to have you. Y'all, this video I've been working on for a while, and I really wanted to do it because my channel is all about celebrating life and keeping the joy in your heart, keeping laughter in your life. And I want to explain a little bit about what I mean by that and how in the world do I go about it. Okay, y'all, so let's just get right down to it. What is joy anyway? Another word for that is happiness. Everybody's looking for contentment. That's the word. That's the magic word right there. Who doesn't want to wake up and live every day contented with life themselves in complete peace? Wow. You know what? I believe that God created us to be that way. Let me share some tips about how to practice joy. Y'all, you've got to practice joy. You've got to practice happiness. You've got to cultivate a life of contentment, joy, happiness, which will thereby give you peace. And isn't that what everybody wants? Peace right here. So it might surprise you to know that I too have struggled with depression, anxiety. I live with a pretty large measure of pain, and I've had chronic fatigue forever and ever. But y'all, I figured out a long time ago, ain't nobody gonna get me up. I'm gonna get up, pull myself up by my bootstraps and get about my day. And that's how I keep going, okay? Because you do have to work on happiness. First of all, it's choice. Having a life of joy and being happy is a choice. I do not want to be depressed all the time. I don't want to be down all the time. I don't want life to beat me up any harder than it already tries to do. And for that, I have to choose life. I have to choose joy, choose life, and choose happiness, no matter what's going on around me. And that's something you kind of have to get in your head. Source of your joy. The biggest thing I want to pass on to y'all is that you must find what the source of your joy is, because joy comes from the heart. Joy comes from the inside. This is not something you can get externally. You can spend your whole life trying if you want to, but as somebody that's lived a few years, I can tell you, the next thing you buy is not going to give you permanent joy. You could get some temporary happiness out of a new car, a new house, a new job, a vacation, all these things. These are temporary. And if you want to sustain a life, and the Bible talks about it in John 10:10, an abundant life, I don't want to just live, I want to live. Then you have to practice that. I believe that with all my heart. You may have to make a habit out of joyful living. So you got to know where your source is. What's the source of my joy? It's that inner well. For me, as a Christian, it's my faith. My faith is built on God and Jesus Christ. Now, you have to determine what that is for you, and that's your job to find that out. Whatever lights you up, what is your source of joy? Because that is what you can build from. That is what you can take that big dipper and dip out of that well of joy that you have inside of there when days are rough, when days are hard. And I can tell you right now, I have lived long enough to know that life can change just like that in an instant. Yes, it can. All right, you got to find out where you put your strength. First, I want to share several habits that I had to do for myself, and I recommend you do too, to begin to cultivate that lifestyle of joy. Number one, stop negative inner talk. Stop putting yourself down all the time. I mean, I have all my life done somewhat of that. I can't believe I'm so stupid. You idiot. I'm talking to myself. Stop putting all that out there. It'll just drag you down. It'll just drag you down. Here's another one. Stop trying to fix everybody around you. Trying to control people that you love or that are around you will end up giving you a lot of anxiety. And we've all done it. We've all done it, particularly our spouses and our children and our grandchildren. But I don't do that anymore. Stop trying to fix the world. And then this other one is critical thinking about others. which falls in the category of gossip, I guess. But did you hear what so and so said? I mean, and that person is this part. That's not going to get you anywhere, and it doesn't cultivate that life of joy. It cultivates a life of antagonism, and any kind of negativity works against and sabotages your productivity in life. That's the truth. Let me say that again. Negativity sabotages a life of productivity. That's something to think about. All right, now here's some things I do. Practical tips, y'all. It's just little things. First of all, get out of bed. That seems stupid. Does that seem silly? Absolutely. It does seem kind of silly to say that, but y'all, for some folks, that's a big deal. There was a time in my life just to get out of bed was a big deal. And by that, for me, I mean, I don't like to sleep in. I don't lay in the bed all morning. To me, that just makes my day sluggish to start with. No matter how long it takes me to get moving once I get up, if my feet are on the floor, I am up. And I'll tell you what, I usually take a big, deep breath when I get up. Good morning. I don't know who I'm saying it to, but myself maybe. But that's number one. And my morning routine kind of exists. I move slow, particularly now. But even when I had kids at home, I got up really early before them and had my little morning time thing. It's just to center myself. So I start my day slowly. I get my coffee going and I go ahead and get in the chair. And sometimes my husband's up, sometimes not. But I take the morning to be quiet for a minute. And I'll add this too. I have decided most recently, that I am no longer going to get up first thing in the morning with the coffee in my hand and pick up my phone. Y'all, you know I'm a social media person. I mean, look at us. We're right here. But I've decided to wait. Take a minute. Think on the day. Take a breath. Read a scripture. Quote a scripture. Say a prayer. Meditate on what you're going to do today. Center yourself. Breathe. Or don't say anything. Just stare. And that's a good way to get your day going. I like to think of something to be thankful for at that very moment, Thank you, I'm breathing today, Lord. That's a good day. That is a good day. All right, and that's how I get my day going. When I start to plan my day out, I try to include this and that. I try to eat well. I'm trying to eat well. I'm trying to move a little, stretch, walk, whatever I can do. If I do get a chance to walk or whatever, I don't beat myself up because I didn't get the 2 miles in or whatever. I'm thankful I was able to do what little bit I did. But I do try to do that. And I also try to plan one task, simple task a day to try to get done. And depending on what my schedule for the day is or how I'm feeling, I have health issues. So just one thing to accomplish. And sometimes it's making my bed. Sometimes it's cleaning my kitchen and getting it, what I call morning ready or morning chores or whatever. Sometimes it might be getting a meal prep done. But I only plan one thing. If I get more done, okay. But something about one thing, and I heard a talk one time about how important making your bed is. And I know a lot of people don't fool with stuff like this anymore. Those small tasks that we do, that we were taught to do as children, that's your first act of productivity and accomplishment in the morning. And that kind of starts your day off. So I do believe in the one little task. There's also an old saying that says, hands to work, hearts to God. And that little saying means it doesn't matter what you're doing. It's a simple task, particularly a household task, is just as important and makes you feel just as accomplished as a other bigger task. Mama used to say washing dishes by hand was therapy for her. But I don't know if we want to go that far. But anyway, I do that. And then another thing I do, I try to find something real simple that's fun, that makes me laugh. And maybe it's just going outside and playing with my dogs for 5 seconds. I mean, if I don't have 5 minutes to go outside and throw the little ball for my little Jack Russell dog, Isabel, then I'm too busy. She makes me laugh. And there's tons of things you can do to just smile. That's why I say find something to smile at every single day. Find something. Watch some pet videos. They crack me up. Anything like that. Practice finding joy in life. That's my point. Practice it. Driving down the road. Look at that. Isn't that something? That's beautiful over there. Driving down the road. Look at those flowers. Yeah. Okay. Practice it. Be aware. And then another thing that helps me so much is I get my mind off myself long enough to think about somebody else. Is there anybody I can encourage today? Who can I encourage today? I get in my car and I'll say, who can I encourage today? Send a text, make a phone call, somebody at work. You look nice today. I really like what you have on. Any little thing to encourage. Any little thing to encourage will just boost your own self up and live up to the potential God's plan for you. Meaning, enjoy every single minute, because every minute of the day adds up to 24 hours, and 24 hours adds up to 7 days a week, and on it goes. And my very last thing that I'd like to say is this. The way to find true life contentment is to treat every day like a precious gift. Every day. Every single day. Listen, if you talk to anybody who has had terminal illness, who has terminal illness even, or has gone through a scare of that, or is a cancer survivor, anybody that's been through something like that, let me just tell you, they know what I'm talking about. They do. So, I hope this encourages you. Be blessed. Find something to smile about. And I hope you have a happy, joyful, a day filled with contentment. Listen, I'll see y'all next time. Bye now.